ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله، وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة في الدين بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد, my brothers, you all aware that we are living the best 10 days of the whole year. The day before yesterday was the beginning of the Ashri Dhul-Hijjah, which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about it and explained to us how are these days so lovable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in an authentic hadith, ما من أيام العمل الصالح فيهن أحب إلى الله من هذه العشر. There is no days are so lovable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala better than these 10 days. The companion said, not even jihad in the sake of Allah. Rasulullah said, not even jihad in the sake of Allah is not better than the deeds of during these days. Except إلا رجل ذهب بنفسه وماله ولم يرجع بذلك من شيء. Except a man went for the sake of Allah, jihad for the sake of Allah with his money, and he did not come back with anything. He was killed, his money was taken, his weapon was taken too. This is the only deed which is better than the deeds during these 10 days. So my brothers, I advise myself and I advise you to utilize these 10 days. Today is the 3rd, we have 7 days to go. And for your information, the Friday during the 10 days is much better and lovable to Allah than any Friday. For example, this Friday are more honored and more really lovable to Allah than any Friday. Friday itself, it is the lovable to Allah. It is the best day in during the week, every Friday. But this Friday, because it is during the 10 days, is much better than any Friday. So I advise myself and advise my brothers to utilize these 10 days. Don't treat it like other days. Don't let it pass by you like other days. There are too many deeds can be done during these 10 days. The first deed is performing salah. And many people, unfortunately, they only pray Dhuhr, Maghrib, Isha in the masjid. But when it comes to Fajr, only few people come to the masjid. When it's Asr time, still few people come to the masjid. Because both times, Fajr and Asr, it is a sleeping time or rest time. So if you utilize yourself, if you train yourself during these 10 days, those who doesn't come to Fajr and Asr, inshallah after this day, you're going to continue coming Fajr and Asr. Second deed that which you do is performing Hajj during these 10 days. If you haven't performed Hajj yet, you should perform Hajj. If you have done Hajj before, you don't have to do it unless you want to volunteer. Also, one of the good deeds during these days is fasting. The first day of Hajj until the 9th of Hajj. This is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If you could not afford to fast from the first, which is the day before yesterday, until the 9th, do not, I say do not with capital D, do not miss the 9th of Hajj, the day of Arafah, if you are not performing Hajj. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, من صام يوم عرفة أحتسب على الله أن يكفر هذه السنة والسنة الماضية. Whoever fasts the day of Arafah, I hope that Allah will forgive him 2 years, last year and coming year. Which year? The year we are now, and the new year coming. What a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also, from the good deeds that you should do during these 10 days is sacrifice. You sacrifice for the sake of Allah al-udhiyah, if you can afford. And let me pause a little bit about al-udhiyah. Al-udhiyah is a sunnah which done, first man have done sacrifice is Ibrahim, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. When he saw a dream that he's slaughtering his son Ishmael, so he thought this is a true dream. So he took his son to Mina, where we throw jamarat, and he wanted to slaughter his son. He asked his son, said, "Oh my son, I have seen a dream that I am slaughtering you. See what you are responding to that." His son said, "Ismail, my father, do what you are commanded by Allah. You will find me patient. افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين." Look at this son, how obedience, how he really obeyed his own father. He wasn't scared, or he shouted or screamed, "No way you're gonna kill me." He told his father, "Do what Allah commanded you. Slaughter me, and you will find me patient." So when Ibrahim took his son, because he saw a dream that he's slaughtering him, he wanted really to do it in actual way. He will do it in truth. He believed that dream, so he wanted to do it practically. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called him just before he put the knife on the throat of his son. He said, "Oh Ibrahim, you have believed the dream. Don't slaughter your son." So Allah has sent a goat, a lamb, very healthy lamb, substitution for his son. So from that day until the day of judgment, Muslims are urged to slaughter, sacrifice on the 10th of the Eid. But let me also give you some explanation about the sacrifice. The sacrifice should be healthy. You should not buy any goat or lamb or camel or cow if it is not healthy. It should not be limping. It should not be one eye or blind. It should not be sick. It should not be one horn is broken. It should not be very slim. It should be healthy, not limping, not one eye, not blind, not sick. It has to be healthy. For the lamb, should not be less than 6 months, his age. For the goat, should be 1 year, not less than 1 year. For the cow, it should be 2 years, not less than 2 years. For the camel, it has to be 5 years, not less than 5 years. 7 people can share, and the cow can share on the camel. You can get 7 people share together and slaughter the camel or the cow. 7 people can share together. But for the goat and for the lamb, only one person allowed to pay the money, not 2. You are not supposed to share with your brother, with your wife, with your son, to buy 1 goat, 1 lamb. Only one person should pay the money. But you can share in the reward when you are slaughtering your udhiyah, your sacrifice, you can say it is إِنَّهَا مِنْكَ وَإِنَّهَا إِلَيْكَ. You can share. This is in my behalf, and my wife, my children, my nephews, my nieces. You can share in the udhiyah. Anybody from your relatives, your also descent, that it is Allah will accept. Also from the good deeds, also for the udhiyah, you should not slaughter it before Salatul Eid. You should, the sunnah, you go perform Salatul Eid first, and then after you come back from Salat, then you slaughter, then you make your breakfast with it. Also from the sunnah, that the butcher who you brought to slaughter, if you bring your butcher, you should not give him meat. You should not give him the leftovers of the udhiyah as a fee for him. You should give him money. You don't give him, unless you want to give him a gift. It is allowed to give him some piece of meat as a gift, as sadaqah. But don't give him the meat as fee for his work. Also, for the udhiyah, you can divide it for any pieces you want. Make it 50 pieces, 20 pieces, 40 pieces. Then you take something for yourself and the family, and the other you take something for your relatives, to give them as a gift, and also the rest you give it to the poor and the needy. And we should really make this sunnah alive, my brothers. It's according to your ability. If you can afford, alhamdulillah. If you cannot afford, it is not the price. I say it is not the price is the ultimate goal. Should be healthy. If somebody bought, lamb or goat for 1,000, 3,000 riyal, but it's sick, and somebody bought a lamb or goat with 500 riyal, this 500 riyal in the sight of Allah are more acceptable than the one who bought 3,000 riyal and it's sick or it's not healthy. So it's not the price. It is the health of the animal. Also, my brothers, during these days we have to make takbir during the 10 days. From the 1st of Hajj until the 13th of Hajj, this is what you call it mutlaq, open. Anytime you want to make takbir, in the street, in the car, in the house, in the office, we should make this sunnah alive, brother. Don't keep your mouth shut all the time. Remember, make your tongue wet with remembering Allah. Make your tongue wet with remembering Allah. اجعل لسانك رطبا بذكر الله. So all the time. Al-Muqayyad, which is actually only during Salah, is from the 9th of Arafah until the 13th. Al-Muqayyad. From the 9th of Arafah, this is behind each Salah. We should make Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Also from the good deeds during these 10 days, we should actually take care of the Quran. We should take care of visiting our linkship and our relatives, parents, sisters, brothers. Be good to the people. Forgive people if somebody you have misunderstanding, or actually you have problem, you have discontinue his relationship for a long time. It is the time now to let all good relation come back. If you have made some wrong with somebody else, you have slaughtered him, you have slandered him, you have abused him, then it is the time to ask his forgiveness. Give him a call. Be good during these 10 days. Forgive everybody who have done something wrong, to you, or he have backbited you, or if you yourself backbited somebody. It is the time now to clear that from your side. May Allah forgive you all. So this is too many good deeds during these 10 days. We must utilize these 10 days as Allah commands and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا كما ينبغي لوجه ربنا وعظيم سلطانه، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Also, my brothers, one of the first things during these 10 days that you must do, if you do not do, is to perform Hajj. For Salatul Eid, brother, I want to bring your attention that next Friday, inshallah, will be the Eid. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you perform Salatul Eid, and it is to be Friday. If Eid come during Friday, it is now optional for you. It is optional for the Muslim. If the Eid comes on Friday, many people ask this question. So next Friday will be the Eid. It is optional. If you have performed Salatul Eid, it is up to you if you want to go make Jum'ah or not. But you have to make Salat Dhuhr. Doesn't mean Dhuhr is cancelled. This is permission from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whoever went in the morning and he performed Salatul Eid during Friday, which is going to happen next Friday, inshallah. Next Friday will be the Eid. So if you went and performed Salatul Eid, now you want to make Friday on Dhuhr time, it's up to you. And of course, it's much better to make Salat al-Jum'ah. You understand, brother? I repeat, if you have performed Salatul Eid next Friday, which is early morning, about 6 o'clock, 6:15, then it's up to you to go and make Salat Jum'ah on the noon time. If you go, Allah will reward you. I said Allah will reward you and will accept your Salat al-Jum'ah. But if you didn't go, then you have to make Dhuhr at home. Doesn't mean the Eid, Salat al-Jum'ah, because it is during Eid, that means Dhuhr is cancelled. No, still Dhuhr Salah is valid. So anyone who went for Salat al-Eid, it is permitted for him not to go for Jum'ah. But if you did not go to Jum'ah because you have performed Salat al-Eid on Friday, then you have to make Salat Dhuhr. Also, brother, from the thing during this day, brother, that we have to remember, first of all, our parents. Our parents. Because many people, maybe some of you brothers are here for maybe 1-2 years and only during this occasion, but you know, the Muslim must be in link and in contact with his parents all his life, not occasionally. Your parents are actually the cause after Allah who bring you here to life. So if we don't remember them during this day, then when? But as a Muslim, you should be in contact with your parents all your life. Don't let life distract you and take you away from your obligation towards your father and mother and your children and your wife. Also, I remind myself and remind you to remember the needy and the poor, and also visiting the sick people in hospitals if you have the time. Believe me, brother, any good deed you do this during these 10 days will be double for you, up to 10 times, sometimes to 700 times. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you as much as you want. So my brothers, I repeat, and I repeat, and I repeat, let's utilize these 10 days. Do not treat them like any other days. These are actually the best 10 days of the whole year. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر إخوان المجاهدين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر إخوان المسلمين في الفلبين والمسلمين في الهند وباكستان وسريلانكا وأفريقيا وفي فلسطين وفي العراق وفي مصر وفي سوريا وفي كل مكان يا رب العالمين. اللهم يا رب حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان. اللهم يسر الحجاج حجهم. اللهم اجعل لهم حجا مبرورا. وسعيا مشكورا وتجارة لن تبور. اللهم يا رب بارك لنا في هذه العشر وأعنا فيها على شكرك وذكرك وحسن عبادك يا رب العالمين. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا فإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ثم اعلموا أيها المسلمون أن الله أمركم بأمر قد أمر به نفسه. So you should know that Allah has commanded us with something He started with Himself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala قال إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على عبدك ورسولك محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وأقم الصلاة.